Hi, my name is Dr. AJ Swoboda. I live here in Portland, Oregon. I'm a pastor, a writer, author, teacher, and I recently finished a book that I've been pouring my heart and soul into for years called Subversive Sabbath, the surprising power of rest in a nonstop world. One day a week, our family takes a day to be with each other, to be with God, to garden, to eat good food, to watch a movie. It all starts on Friday evening. I come home from work on Friday evening, and we light these Sabbath candles that we have in our house. My son is a pyromaniac, has usually lit some of the candles and blown them out already a few times. And we'll have a big meal on Friday night to start the Sabbath. We all turn our phones off. It's scary as all get out, turning that phone off. And we all go to bed. And on Saturday morning, we wake up early. At least I wake up early because my son wakes up early. And he comes upstairs and he gets me. And we start this routine, this liturgy that we do every week. It's the same thing every Sabbath. We make pancakes, big pancakes, and bacon and coffee. And we make this feast of a breakfast every Saturday morning. And we eat together and we just enjoy this meal. By this point, the wife has come downstairs and the meal is prepared and the smell of bacon has filled the house. And my son will just pour tons of maple syrup on these pancakes. And we'll just enjoy each other. And actually the reason we do these pancakes, it's a really intentional liturgy in our household. The reason we do it is in the Jewish story. There's this old tradition that Jewish fathers on the Sabbath would sometimes get up early and get a spoon of honey for every child in the household. And the idea was quite simple, is that they would never forget the sweetness of God's rest. Our family doesn't do honey, we do maple syrup. And the goal would be 50 years from now when I'm dead and gone, if anybody even says the word Sabbath around my son, he'll just start to drool. It's like Pavlov's dog. You hear the ding and start drooling. And the whole idea is that we would never forget the sweetness of God's rest. We'll eat a meal together, then we'll watch a movie, we'll go on a walk, we'll garden a little bit, I'll read a book, and we enjoy each other. My suspicion is that sounds like a pretty enticing day. At least for many of us in this world, we're exhausted, burning out, and tired. And for many of us, we refuse to rest because we find our identity in what we do. What this book, The Subversive Sabbath, attempts to do is to invite my reader into this completely new way of living. It's a rhythm in which we are not people who are treated like machines and robots or slaves, but we're treated like human beings that God loves. If you're tired, if you're wasted, if you're wasting away and find yourself in complete need of a reason to rest, well, good news. You've got a Bible that backs you up and says, yeah, you do need it. So I invite you, read this book, Subversive Sabbath. I pour my heart and soul into it. I hope you find it helpful. It's available wherever books are sold or online. Grace and peace.